Welcome, software engineers and IT enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that bridges the gap between rapid software development and effective communication: GenAI-powered release notes for Java CI/CD pipelines. Imagine a world where your latest software release goes out flawlessly. The code is deployed, tests pass, and everyone celebrates. But then, the dreaded task appears: writing the release notes. This isn't just a chore, it's a critical piece of communication that informs users, stakeholders, and even other development teams about what's new, what's fixed, and what's changed. Historically, this has been a manual, time-consuming, and often inconsistent process. Developers, eager to move on to the next big feature, find themselves sifting through commit logs, issue trackers, and internal discussions, trying to piece together a coherent narrative. It's a bottleneck in an otherwise highly automated pipeline. This is where innovation steps in. We're going to explore how generative AI can revolutionize this often overlooked but essential part of the software delivery lifecycle, turning a tedious task into an intelligent, automated process. Traditionally, generating release notes involves a significant manual effort. A developer or product manager might open up their Git client, scroll through commit messages for the latest sprint, cross-reference these with an issue tracking system like Jira or Confluence, and then attempt to translate technical jargon into user-friendly language. This painstaking process is ripe for human error. Important changes can be missed, descriptions might be inconsistent in tone or detail, and the entire endeavor drains valuable time from highly skilled individuals. This method often results in delays in sharing critical information with end users and stakeholders, undermining the very agility that modern CI/CD pipelines aim to achieve. The goal of continuous delivery is to get valuable software into the hands of users quickly, and a slow, manual release notes process acts as a significant drag. Before we dive into the GenAI magic, let's quickly refresh our understanding of CI/CD. CI, or continuous integration, is the practice of regularly merging all developers' code into a central repository, followed by automated builds and tests. This helps catch integration issues early. CD, or continuous delivery/deployment, extends CI by automatically preparing software releases for deployment, delivery, or even deploying them directly to production, deployment, after passing all tests. CI/CD pipelines are the backbone of modern software development, enabling teams to deliver features faster, with higher quality, and with greater confidence. They automate repetitive tasks, ensure code quality, and provide rapid feedback loops, fundamentally transforming how software is built and released. Despite the incredible automation offered by CI/CD pipelines, there's often a significant gap when it comes to documentation, particularly release notes. While pipelines meticulously handle compiling, testing, and deploying code, the critical step of summarizing all these changes into a digestible format for end users and business stakeholders remains largely manual. It's like having a fully automated car assembly line, but then requiring a human to handwrite the owner's manual for each car. This disconnect means that even with lightning-fast deployments, the communication about those deployments often lags, leading to uninformed users, frustrated support teams, and a perception that the release process isn't truly complete until the notes are painstakingly compiled. It's a common bottleneck, hindering the full benefits of agile delivery. This is precisely where generative AI steps in as a game-changer. Imagine leveraging the power of large language models, or LLMs, to understand the context of your codebase, synthesize information from various sources, and then generate coherent, well-structured, and audience-appropriate release notes automatically. GenAI models are trained on vast amounts of text data, allowing them to comprehend natural language, identify patterns, and generate new, human-like text. For release notes, this means they can process technical jargon from commit messages and logs, distill the essence of changes, and present it in a clear, concise manner. This isn't just about simple summarization, it's about intelligent synthesis, translating raw data into meaningful insights, and automating a task that traditionally requires significant human cognitive effort. One of the primary ways GenAI can assist is by intelligently processing your Git commit messages. Think about it: every commit message, no matter how brief, contains a nugget of information about a change. While developers might not always write the most eloquent or consistent commit messages, GenAI models are powerful enough to extract meaningful intent from them. By feeding a sequence of commit messages from a specific release cycle to a GenAI API, the model can identify patterns, categorize changes, e.g., new features, bug fixes, performance improvements, refactorings, and even group related commits together. It can differentiate between a minor typo fix and a major architectural overhaul, summarizing each effectively and consistently, saving countless hours of manual review and interpretation. Beyond commit messages, another rich source of information for release notes is deployment logs. These logs, generated during the CI/CD deployment phase, capture crucial runtime details, which services were updated, successful database migrations, configuration changes, or even potential warnings or errors that occurred during the rollout. While often dense and verbose, these logs contain vital context that can enrich release notes, particularly for internal stakeholders or technical users. GenAI can parse these extensive logs, identifying key events and outcomes, extracting relevant environmental details, and correlating them with code changes. For instance, if a log indicates a successful database schema update, the GenAI can incorporate this detail, adding depth and accuracy to the overall release summary. So, how does this all fit together from an architectural perspective? At a high level, the system would typically involve your Java application, your existing CI/CD pipeline, such as Jenkins, GitLab CI, or GitHub Actions, and a generative AI API endpoint, like OpenAI's GPT, Anthropic's Claude, or Google's Gemini. When a new build is ready for release, or after a successful deployment, your Java application, integrated into the CI/CD pipeline, would act as the orchestrator. It would programmatically retrieve the relevant Git commit history and potentially deployment log data. This collected information is then formatted and sent as a prompt to the GenAI API. The GenAI processes this input and returns a structured output, which is your auto-generated release notes. This output can then be stored, published to a wiki, or even emailed to stakeholders, all automatically. Let's walk through the data flow in a bit more detail. Within your Java application, you'd use libraries or shell commands to interact with your Git repository, pulling a range of commit messages for the latest version. Similarly, you'd integrate with your CI/CD systems API or a log aggregation service to fetch deployment logs pertinent to the release. Once this raw data is collected, it's crucial to perform some pre-processing, potentially filtering out irrelevant information or standardizing formats. This clean data is then packaged into a carefully crafted prompt for the GenAI API. Prompt engineering is key here. You instruct the AI on the desired tone, e.g., technical, user-friendly, format, e.g., bullet points, categorized sections, and the level of detail required for the release notes. The AI then processes this complex input, synthesizes it, and returns a refined, human-readable summary, ready for dissemination. The transformative benefits of implementing GenAI-powered release notes are profound. First and foremost, it offers significant time savings. What once took hours of painstaking manual effort can now be completed in minutes, freeing up valuable developer and product manager time to focus on innovation. Secondly, it drastically improves accuracy and consistency. The AI doesn't forget details, isn't prone to human biases or fatigue, and maintains a uniform style across all releases. This leads to higher quality communication and better transparency for both internal teams and external users. Ultimately, it reduces the burden on your team, accelerates the entire release cycle, and ensures that critical information is always shared promptly and effectively, leading to a smoother and more efficient software delivery process overall. While the benefits are clear, it's also important to consider a few key aspects when implementing such a system. Data privacy and security are paramount. Ensure that any sensitive information being sent to external GenAI APIs is handled with appropriate encryption and compliance measures. Prompt engineering is an ongoing process. Refining your prompts will lead to increasingly accurate and relevant release notes over time. You might also want to explore fine-tuning a model with your organization's specific terminology and release note conventions for even better results. Looking to the future, imagine integrating even more data sources, like customer feedback or monitoring alerts, to generate hyper-personalized release notes. The possibilities for intelligent automation in the CI/CD pipeline are truly just beginning to unfold, promising even greater efficiency and better communication in the years to come. And there you have it, a glimpse into the exciting world of GenAI-powered release notes for Java CI/CD pipelines. This isn't just about automation, it's about intelligent augmentation, enabling your team to focus on what they do best, building amazing software, while the AI handles the meticulous task of documenting its evolution. By embracing generative AI, we can make the entire software development lifecycle more efficient, more accurate, and ultimately, more enjoyable. The future of CI/CD is not just continuous integration and delivery, but continuous intelligence. I encourage you to explore this synergy in your own projects. If you found this script insightful, please give it a like, share it with your fellow engineers, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into cutting-edge tech topics.